Hey everyone, this is Soph, one of the admins for One Extreme Team, giving you guys an update of what's going on with Prosperity Cash Machine. And this video is specifically for that. So what I'm going to do is go over a PowerPoint slide and also go over some strategies and our next promotion to keep Prosperity Cash Machine going. As you all know, this is our paid members group right here, paid members only marketing group. Everyone that's in this group is a paid member in one of our opportunities. You know, it could be Prosperity Cash Machine, Pro Matrix Plus, Ultimate Profits Network. So that's what this group is. So please do not add anyone into this group that is not that's not paid into one of the opportunities. So right now we are focusing on Prosperity Cash Machine. So when you get added to this group right here, you can go into files here. And this is where basically everything is as far as the list. Let's see, here's the Prosperity Cash Machine sign up list, the PMP sign up list. So everything that you need to know as far as information's in this group. Okay, we're very transparent. We let you guys know exactly where you're at. Unlike most groups, you don't know where you're at when you join a group. So I'm pretty sure everyone, you know, has gotten into a group and it has failed. So with that in mind, we're trying to put something together that's going to make this team build different from all the others, especially with Prosperity Cash Machine. As you know, with any type of cycler, you need people to come in order for it to grow. So when you get to this group, let me see, the pinned post right here will have the update videos. It's very important that you click on this video and watch it. It'll give you lots of information. It'll answer lots of your questions. And you know, you can post your questions in here, go to files, check everything out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a PowerPoint of how we as a team are going to grow Prosperity Cash Machine. So the main points I want to cover right now is, you know, PCM with 1XT. PCM stands for Prosperity Cash Machine for short. So what we're going to do on this PowerPoint slide is we are going to review the PCM. We're going to review Prosperity Cash Machine just to go over the compensation plan again and the program. We're going to review that. We're going to go over the Prosperity Cash Machine list, our team list, and I'll explain some of that because there's some confusion there also. And then I'm going to go over the plan of how we're going to make this grow and get over 500 new members in the team for the month of November. And of course, I'm going to go over the goal for November. So with that, let's get started. So if you're in PCM and you joined our group, that is actually awesome. So let's just review what PCM is all about, okay? So you come in off the green board and you start off and you need 2 people. That's the reason why we're giving everyone 2. You need 2 people. The gold board is a 2x2 cycler. Once you cycle off the green board, which as soon as you get 2, you cycle off the green board, you go to the gold board, and that's a 2x2. So as soon as you get 2 and your 2 get 2, you cycle out and earn $900 over and over again. This is re-entry, so it's very powerful once you get the numbers involved, and once you have a system for a team build to make it work. So that's what I'm going to go over, why you need to join One Extreme Team, or why we're going to implement some things that's going to actually make this program grow exponentially in the month of November. So once you cycle off the green board and the gold board, you go on to the platinum board. Now this platinum board, the platinum level has 2 boards. Platinum 1 is a 2x3 matrix, and then a Platinum 2. Once you cycle off the Platinum 1, you go to Platinum 2, which is a 2x2 matrix. So as soon as you cycle off of that, you earn $10,000 over and over again. Keep in mind, when you're on this Platinum 2 board, you're also cycling off the gold board, because everyone The way that we're building it, we are giving everyone 2. So this pushes you over. This pushes you, when you get 2 in the green board, it pushes you to the gold, pushes you to the platinum 2, and then earning the $10,000. Okay, that's why we want to stress the power of 2. That's why we give everyone 2. You don't need no more than 2. You may be a great recruiter, but you can recruit 10 people and cycle out. But what are your 10 people going to do if you don't have a team, if you don't have a system that's in place for everyone to follow you? So that's the problem with cyclers, is if you're not a heavy recruiter, like, I mean, recruit hundreds and thousands, and it's going to stall out unless you're in a system, in a team that knows how to build. And I think we have accomplished that here at One Extreme Team. Okay, so let me just go over, let me see, the PCM review. As you all know, we have our own site. This is it right here, oneextremeteampcm.com. This is what we advertise. We only advertise this site. We do not advertise our personal links. The team gives everyone 2. So no matter where you're at on the list, you will get 2. You just have to be patient and let the system, let our plans work out. So if you go to this page, it explains everything. You click on this little video, it'll go over as far as the compensation plan. Like I say, you start off on the green board. On the green board, you get 2, you cycle out, you go to the gold board. On the gold board, it's a 2x2. You cycle out, you earn $900, and you get another re-entry to earn $900. That's why it's very important for us to give everyone 2, because the deeper we get, you could be cycling monthly, weekly, daily, and probably a few times a day with the way that we're going to build this. So the $900 level is good, but we want to get to the $10,000 level. And we will hit that $10,000 level with our top spot this month with what we're going to implement. So on the $10,000 level, I'm not going to go over too much about that. You can go here to One Extreme Team PCM, click on that, watch the videos for the compensation plan. Okay, but this is our site. I'm not going to go over that. I want to stick to the PowerPoint. So that way, okay, the PCM list. Okay, what we're going to do here is review the list, how many are on the list, when will I cycle, when will I get my 2. That's the questions. Those questions are being asked every single day from lots of people, which is understandable. When I join a program, I want to know where I'm at. That's why the list is displayed. And if there's a system, especially with PCM, it's a one-time payment. So once you cycle out, I mean, even if it takes you a couple months to cycle out, it's a one-time payment. And with the system, with the program that we are going to implement, you will cycle with what we are doing. Just have some patience and watch it work. Okay. Right now, every 8 people that we sign up on the list, as soon as we sign up 8 people, someone cycles. And keep in mind, when someone cycles, there may be another re-entry position that cycles. So you can be cycling over and over again, $900 or the $10,000. And the question is always asked, how will it grow? So let me go over the list really quick, and I'll kind of explain what's going on. So you can see right here in Files, if you click on Files, you go down to Prosperity Cash Machine Sign Up List, click on this, and it'll take you here. If you click this right here, it'll take you to the team list. Now, just to go over the list real quick. So that means, right, if, let me go right here. So this person right here, he's got his 2, those are both active. When they're highlighted, that means they are completely done and signed up. When this is dark green, that means they are completely done and they have their 2 right here when the names go in there. Like this one right here is pending. White is pending. These colors right here, when they're highlighted, it means they are complete. and that means they are completely done. So on the list right here, this is 100 people. If you look at these tabs on the bottom, okay, that's the first 100. If you click on this, that's the next 100. So as of right now, we have 189 people signed up with Prosperity Cash Machine. So I know there were some other team builds out there that actually have more numbers than we do, but the way that we're building it, we're actually pushing people up cycling the way the program's supposed to work. So keep in mind, we're going to grow this list as we go on into November. So right now, there's 189 people in Prosperity Cash Machine. So if you just joined, like Bethany Gardner just joined, you know, we still have to get to him to get his 2 in order to work. But like I said, it's a one-time payment. This is a system. The more people that we bring in, the faster people will cycle out. So as of right now, 95 people have their 2. Okay. Let me go over, and if you just scroll here, you know, they have their 2. Their links are right there. This is their username. If you see on top, the link, the username, their ID, which, you know, those things really don't matter. That doesn't really count anymore. And what board they're on the green. So that's how that system works. So every time we sign up 8 people, someone will cycle. I think of right now on our team, there's been 21 people that have cycled. Maury and these 2 people right here will cycle next. We just have to get a few people right here activated. These 2, I think as soon as these 2 get activated, 2 more people will cycle. So that's how the list works. Okay, so right now we have 189. And of course, there's no one in the 200s. And then right here on the pay it forward, if they don't have the funds to fully come in, they will go on the pay it forward list. The $60 they would have, and we're still working all that stuff out. So as you can see here, these people right here, they got their 3. His account was created. So as soon as 3 people join on the pay it forward list, you know, the next one to come in is Christy Lee. So as soon as we get 3 people that join with $60 that come in, we will get the next person in and next person in and so forth and so forth. So that's how the list works for right now. So let's go back to our PowerPoint slide. As you all know, every time we sign up 8 people, 8 new signups, someone cycles. And, you know, depending where the re-entries are at, you know, the re-entry people may cycle out again. So let's go back here. So we reviewed the list. We've gone over the list. You should understand and know how the list works. How many are on the list? I went over that. When will I cycle? When will I get my 2? I went over that also. If you're on the list, that's why we give everyone 2. Of course, those that join before you are going to cycle out. But with our system, this is a team concept. Everyone gets 2. Team concept. We work as a team to help the team out. You know, this is not about any one individual. This is about a team. That's why we give everyone 2 for the cycling to work and for the system to work. Every 8 new signups, someone cycles. And don't forget the re-entries position. You know, you can be cycling over and over, just depending where you're at on the list. So cycling over and over at the $900 level and the 10,000. Now, the big question here is, how will it grow? How is it going to grow for, you know, our team? How is it going to grow for you? You know, that's a fair question to ask. With any cycler program, it takes positions. It takes new members in order for it to grow, to keep growing. Don't look at this as a short-term thing. This is going to take a while, but with what we have implemented, with the things that we want to do, it will grow. So the plan. What's our plan? What's our plan to make this? How will we grow it? The plan. Okay. So right now we have a promotion. It's going to be, we're going to do the Dash to 350 promotion. Okay, Dash to 350. Right now we have 195 on the list. So starting right now, when this video goes out, we are doing the promotion Dash to 350. What is that? Okay, everyone that refers a new sign up will enter a raffle to win $500 cash, minimum of 4 referrals. Okay, this number might change. I actually haven't gone this over with the admin, so it may be a minimum of 4 or 3, but I will let you know. But for this video's sake, I just put 4, so that may change. So when you refer 4 new members, you would get your name in a raffle to earn $500 cash. Now there's going to be more information that's going to be released on this. This is a raw video that I'm doing. So the Dash to 350, everyone that refers a new sign up will enter a raffle to win $500. Minimum of 4, that could change to 3. Right now we're at 195, so we only need 150. Well, if we were at 95, we need about 160 to kick this off. Okay, to kick this off with our next promotion, which is the Dash to 350. So right now our promotion of right now is Dash to 350, and how are we gonna support that or reward those? By giving away $500 to someone that refers. Your name's going to go to a hat. It's going to be a raffle. We'll have a live Google Hangout, and we will draw the winner of that as we move along. So right now we have 195, and let's just say 200. We need 150 to kick off the next promotion, the Dash to 350. So right now the promotion is Dash to 350. We have the raffle thing going on. So I mean that's like 155 spots, guys. We can do this. I mean, we signed up almost 200 in less than a week, so we can definitely get 150 more to get the next promotion going. Okay, so what happens? This is continuing the plan. So what happens at 350? Okay, once our promotion for the 350 ends, once we get the 350, we'll do the drawing, and someone's going to win $500 cash. We'll send it, I guess, PayPal or STP or whatever. Once that promotion ends and we get to the 350 after the drawing, our next promotion is we are going to bring 160 new people in at $95. Okay, the reason why 95, that actually covers the STP fees or any fees that we have to cover for the PCM signups. So the new signups only. This is for new signups only. Okay, when we get after the 350, when we get to the 350, the next promotion is we are going to bring 160 people in. Instead of them paying $175, they will pay $95. Now we will pre-build this list after the 350. So this will probably take less than a week in order to make this happen. So they would go on a pre-build list, 160. They would have sent in their funds because we're going to do the signups, which it's going to go by really, really fast, just like how we did our pre-build when we first launched PCM. Okay, this is for new signups only. So that's going to be our next promotion. And you're asking, how are we going to do this if people are only joining at $95? Well, good question. Everyone, this is how we're going to do it, guys. Remember, this is a team concept. Together, everyone achieves more. Now, everyone that cycles from now on, starting when you see this video, from now on, everyone that cycles will have to give 1 voucher to the team. Okay? So if you cycle 900, just get a voucher and give that over to the team. The admins will get those voucher. This will offset the $95 once we start the new signups. So from now on, everyone that cycles will give over one voucher. I think we have like 20 people that already cycled, so we will work something out with them. You know, they'll probably, those guys are going to recycle again, so everyone's going to, we've already generated some vouchers for that, so we'll have that get going. So how are we going to do this? Everyone that cycles will give one voucher to the team. Now, a lot of people are going to say, why am I going to give a voucher to the team? Why? You know what? $900 is great, but wouldn't you want to cycle out at $10,000? $900 is good. $10,000 is the ultimate goal. With you doing this, you know, giving the team one voucher, because you know why? Not everyone participates in the team. Not everyone advertises the team. This way, you can for sure help the team out. Okay? $900 is great. $10,000 is even better. This helps get new signups and keeps it moving. Remember I told you that with cycler programs, if we don't get signups, it stalls out and it dies. With this system, it keeps it moving. Okay? We did the dash to 350. Now we have a new promotion, 160 spots, $95. How we're going to do this? Everyone that cycles from now on gives one voucher to the team. That is totally fair because not a lot of people do a lot of work. There's only a few people that does most of the work in the team builds. So this actually helps out. This actually helps you cycle out at 10,000 instead of 900. Keep in mind, with you doing this one, you know, you're basically paying it forward for somebody else. Why? Because 900 is great, 10,000 is even better. This helps get new signups and keeps it moving. That's the whole concept of what we are doing. We want to constantly have new signups. We want to see those banners up and going every time someone cycles out. Remember in our, let me see here. So this will get lots of people into our group. So you see this, almost 3,000 members into the group. You know, once people start seeing all them banners, hey, somebody made 900, somebody cycled, somebody new joined, that creates a lot of excitement for people to come in. And that actually creates, you know, a flood of new people coming in. There's plenty of team builds out there, but no one has the organization. No one is transparent like we are. So that's why we want to make sure that everyone succeeds with Prosperity Cash Machine. Okay, that's why we want everyone that cycles gives one voucher to the team, because this offsets the $95 once we implement that. Okay. Okay, the goal for November is, this is basically our goals, to be the first team to cycle out of the platinum level $10,000. That will happen. It takes 512 spots for the admin spot to cycle out, and we will do that the month of November. Once that happens, we are going to create lots and lots of momentum, and lots of people will be joining us. This will happen in November, guys. Plug in, and this is why we're doing all these promotions. So we're going to be the first team. Dash to 350, $500 raffle with a minimum of 4 referrals. Like I said, 4, that may change to 3. We'll let you guys know. We'll do another update and let you guys know for sure. Then the 160 new spots. Then after we get the 350, we are going to bring 160 new spots. They will not pay the 175. They will pay the 95. That's going to blow up like crazy. Half off for new signups. Okay. And then everyone that cycles will give one voucher to the team starting now. So from now on, when someone cycles, they will give a voucher over to the team. The admin spot, I mean, we already have those vouchers, and we're using that to help the team grow with advertising, with getting people in that don't fully have the funds. So there's plenty of ways to make this grow. So for the month of November, we want to be the first team to cycle out the platinum level at 10,000. Keep in mind, when that happens, many people will cycle $900 over and over again. The team will have great momentum, keep it growing. So right now, the first promotion that we're doing, dash to 350. Once we get to the 350, we're going to have a raffle with a minimum of either 4 or 3 referrals for your name to be in the drawing for that. So after we get to 350, then we're going to bring in 160 new spots at $95. Instead of them paying $175, they will join our team at $95, half off for new signups only. And last but not least, everyone that cycles, which many people will, with 500 spots in, everyone that cycles will give 1 voucher to the team starting now. Even if you cycle on your re-entries, no matter if you cycle on your re-entries or you cycle for the first time, you will give 1 voucher, because this helps the team grow. Remember, together everyone achieves more with our team, because not a lot of people participate with advertising within the group. With you doing this part when you cycle, this will help the team out, and it will only help you out cycling more and more at the 900 and at the $10,000 level. So, Prosperity Cash Machine with 1XT, we reviewed. We did a PCM review, the compensation plan. You should all know how that works. We went over the PCM list. You should know how that works. We have the plan to make it work. We will cycle the admin spot at $10,000 for the month of November. We have the plan for that. Went over that also. And the goal for November, we went over that also. The cycle at the 10,000, we have the dash at 350, then the 160 new spots at 95. Everyone from now on that cycles out gives 1 voucher to the team. This is a team concept. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it rocking. Plug in there, guys, with what we're doing. With PCM being a one-time payment, with the system and with the organization and with the transparency that One Extreme team has, you will cycle. Thank you very much, and talk to you later.